Russia is sending warships to patrol waters near its naval base in Tartous, Syria, in one of its biggest naval deployments in years. According to Russian media, an anti-submarine ship, a frigate, and rescue tugs have entered the eastern Mediterranean via the Suez Canal, marking the first time in decades elements of Russia's Pacific Fleet have operated in the region. Reportedly, a destroyer, amphibious warfare ships, and a tanker drawn from Russia's Black Sea Fleet and elsewhere are scheduled to join the task force in coming days and weeks. Russian officials said the deployment was part of regularly scheduled training and also part of an ongoing effort to make sure Moscow's forces can evacuate civilians from Syria if necessary. But some in Western capitals have seen the deployment as part of a wider campaign of Kremlin military muscle flexing in Syria. Russia recently ignored an Israeli plea to cancel planned deliveries of new anti-aircraft missiles to the Syrian regime. Now, according to a report in the New York Times newspaper, Russia has dispatched advanced Yahunt missiles to the Syrian government. The weapons, once operational, would deeply complicate an international intervention in Syria. One analyst called the missile a ship killer. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov earlier this week met with United States Secretary of State John Kerry on Syria, and they agreed their countries would, for the first time, jointly host Syrian peace talks in June. Kerry and the U.S. leadership have struggled to find a side to back in Syria, with its officials saying Assad should go, but at the same time criticizing the Syrian rebels for radicalism and links to al-Qaeda. Washington recently declared the leader of the strongest Syrian rebel group, the Al-Nusra Front, a terrorist. At the same time, it blacklisted 4 Syrian government ministers for alleged complicity in the country's violence, including ordering airstrikes on civilians.